Hi, I'm Lauren from Zestful Kitchen, and welcome to Everyday Gourmet, where I share realistic recipes for the avid home cook using fresh ingredients and global flavors. Today we're making my honey glazed salmon, and it's a little bit different from most others because it has a Mexican twist to it. It has some lime, some coriander. It's delicious. It's a sheet pan dinner done in 25 minutes, and it's absolutely beautiful. So before we get started on the salmon, we're gonna get started on the side dish. It's all roasted on the same pan as the salmon. And that's 2 pounds of snap peas. They're beautiful. It's a lot of snap peas, but this is to serve 4. And once they roast, they kind of shrink down a little bit. So most of them these days, when they come in packages, come already with the strings removed. But if they don't, you can just easily remove them. Depending on your peas, you might need to remove the strings, or you might not need to. These don't have that many, and they're not that tough. So anyway, we're gonna take these, and I'm just gonna put them on a sheet pan with some oil. It's a lot of snap peas. Just trust the process. Now, the more plump the peas are, the longer they're going to need under the broiler. The less plump, the less time. All right, half a teaspoon of salt, some pepper. Okay, we're going to shimmy these around. These will broil for 3 to 6 minutes while we prepare the salmon and the glaze. What will start to happen is they'll steam a little bit, and then they'll also brown, and they'll get nice and charred. This is one of the easiest, most delicious side dishes you can make, and it's done in like 15 minutes. I have my oven preheated to broil, a high broil, and I have my rack set 6 inches from the heating element, which is about like the upper middle position rack. Cool. So now we're gonna make the glaze. We're gonna start with a 1/4 cup of honey. So most of the honey glazed salmons you'll find on the internet, or recipes in general, not just the internet, use just like lemon, garlic, and honey, salt and pepper. And while that's delicious, it's a great flavor combination, I do think that you can kind of play around with the glaze. So I'm going to give it a little bit of a Mexican twist with some fresh lime zest, some coriander, and cayenne. And it just has a nice aromatic, herbaceous flavor to it. If you don't have coriander, you can use ground cumin. It's not the same. It's a little bit more floral, which is nice, and it pairs really wonderfully with the lime zest and the honey, but you can do cumin if you want to. And then I'm going to do a 1/4 teaspoon of some cayenne. The cayenne will just give it, first of all, some nice color and a nice kick. All right, then we're going to do a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then just whisk that up until it's combined. And that is the glaze. And we will glaze some of the salmon right before it goes in, but we'll hold some of it back to glaze right at the end, right before serving. Yum. That's so good. We're gonna cut our salmon up. So I always use a meat/seafood cutting board for this instead of my wood cutting board because I can put it in the dishwasher and it can sanitize. Okay, so I have a really nice fillet of salmon, skin on. For this, you're looking for about 4 fillets that are about 6 ounces a piece. So you want a pretty thick fillet like this, which means it's likely not going to be wild caught. If you are using wild caught, I would let the snap peas broil a little bit longer and then add your salmon, because it's going to take it's probably going to take 3 to 4 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes to broil. But something like this will take a little bit longer. So this is my ideal cut for this. You could broil it like this just as is, but I'm going to cut it into 4 fillets so that we have our portions already. Perfect. How beautiful are those? Oh, there we go. We're going to check on our snap peas. We're going to get those out. Oh, yeah. Starting to broil, starting to char nicely. Look at those char marks. Pretty. Oh, those look good. Gorgioso. I'm going to reserve 2 tablespoons of our glaze for after when it comes off, because we don't want to cross-contaminate. Okay. One other thing. I'm going to pat these dry really quick before we make some space on our baking sheet. You probably will want to use tongs. I'm going to make a couple of wells for the salmon to sit in. Okay. Then place your salmon in there. Pretty. Oh, just like my favorite colors. Okay. And I'm just gonna season the tops with a little bit of salt, and then we'll put our glaze on. Oh, it's already so pretty. Okay. Then a little bit of pepper. You do want to season the flesh before you do the glaze. It'll just make sure that the whole fillet is seasoned nicely. All right, then we're just gonna spread this gorgeous glaze over each fillet. Yum. And since we reserved those 2 tablespoons for later, you can double dip. Don't have to worry about that, because it's all going to the same place. Now we're just gonna put this back under the broiler. How I cook it is to 120 or 125. Granted, it's important to note that the USDA recommends that you cook it to 145, but I find that if you source your salmon from a place that you trust, that you can cook it to medium rare. This will take 10 to 12 minutes for these kind of thick fillets. If you're using thicker, you're gonna need a couple more minutes. If you're using thinner, I would start checking them at like 4 minutes. Wild caught will cook really quickly. So we're gonna put them under the broiler. Oh, here we go. That's it. It's a whole sheet pan dinner in the oven. So while our salmon is cooking, I'm just gonna prep the things that go on top, which is a couple of scallions, not that hard. And then we're gonna use our zested lime. Might as well use it since we use the zest, and slice that up into wedges, or cut it up into wedges. Okay. Tell me about your broiler. So something to keep in mind when you're using your broiler to cook, not just brown, is that all broilers are different. So some have a coil, some have an open flame, some have a couple of different settings, like a high and a low, some just have one setting. Use the time as a guideline, but use like your thermometer and like what you're seeing going on underneath the broiler as the rule, because every broiler will be different. Ooh, that's so pretty. That is perfection. I'm gonna take the reserved glaze and just spoon it over the broiled fillets. Ooh, yum. And then to serve it, I just serve it like this and just nestle in some lime wedges so people can squeeze those over their salmon fillet. All right, get some of these. It's so moist and flaky. It's one of the easiest and most foolproof ways you can cook salmon. And that glaze, it's sweet, but it's also salty and zesty. It's bringing a lot of different dimensional flavor. It's such an easy way to make salmon. And the snap peas on the side, if there's one thing you try charred snap peas. They still have their crisp, crunchy texture that snap peas have when they're raw, but they're a little bit more tender when they're cooked. And they take on this like sweet corn flavor. Absolutely delicious. It's such an easy but impressive weeknight meal. It's great for guests. It's everyday gourmet. I hope you enjoy this. Let me know if you make it. All the details are below in the caption, and I'll meet you right back here next week for another everyday gourmet. These peas are so good.